This is an official Tucson Tyranny Response Team documentation. The time now is 9:17 a.m. Arizona time. Today is Monday. It is April 11th, 2011. We're going to have just a little bit of fun getting some information from the sheriffs. Of course, they'll answer my questions when I think I'm talking in general, but then I'll go to a specific question when I call Sheriff Dupnick's office, and they'll change their tune immediately, and I'm just doing this to show the difference and the code of blue, so to speak, and the seemingly good old boy network. If it's a regular citizen, they want to generate revenue and charge you. If it's one of their own, they're not going to want to help you at all, and that's what this video point is intending to show. And well, maybe they'll change their tune, but let's see what happens right here. We're going to call the Well Road District at 387-8511. Here we go.
We're sorry. Your call cannot be completed as dialed.
Well, that one's probably long distance. We'll skip it.
Church Breakfast, can I help you?
Yeah, maybe. I just wanted to throw something at you guys, see if I might have the basis for a complaint, or if you guys do. If someone threatens me with force and doesn't want me to take information and communicate some testimony and evidence to your sheriffs, guys, and is that like lawful? Can someone threaten me?
Yeah, it's a threat.
Well, I mean, is it lawful? Is it like obstructing? Someone told me it might be obstructing because someone else in your department told me if I knew of information, I should take it to your sheriffs immediately.
Absolutely, absolutely. Let me transfer to communications.
Oh, okay.
Fine. The Pima County Sheriff's Department wants...
Sheriff's Department, may I help you?
Yeah, I wanted to ask a couple questions.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can answer them or not, but if I believed I knew of some crimes committed by individuals and someone used a threat of force against me, of what I believed is a strong threat of force, not to come forward to your department members or any law enforcement, I guess, with this information, would that be considered obstructing? Someone told me that could be like obstructing a criminal investigation.
It could be if you know that there's an open case and that the crimes have already been reported and you have additional information.
But what if there's not an open case?
Then I couldn't answer that for you, sir. I don't know.
And one was never started. Maybe I should start one?
I can refer you to, you can do that, or I can refer you to the line, the phone line, which is 88 Crimes, where you can report things anonymously.
88 Crimes?
Yes.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Crime.
Yeah, if I have a question, I don't know if I want to report anything exactly, but maybe you can shed a little light on it.
Sure.
If I knew, or if I believed that crimes were committed, Arizona criminal crimes, not parking tickets or something like that, and I wanted to take it to, say, the sheriff's department, and if somebody told me, basically under threats of force, not to do it, or else, basically, would that be considered unlawful, like obstructing or tampering with a witness, or I don't know? Can someone just make threats against someone not to take evidence to the sheriffs under any condition?
I couldn't answer that for you, sir. What you would need to do is contact the non-emergency number to the Sheriff's Department.
Well, I just did. They referred me to you.
We don't have any. We don't give out legal information. I have no clue.
Well, it's not legal information.
Well, it's a question,
really,
of information that you're trying to give. So that would be. Let me give you the number to the county attorney's office. Then you can probably speak to someone there.
Okay, well, I guess they wanted me to report it to you, but yeah, I'll go ahead and tell them that you bounced me to them, and the sheriff said I should go through you, and we'll see what the county attorney says.
If you want to give us that information, that's fine, but I can't give you a yes or no answer to the question that you.
All right, let me go ahead and give you some of the information. Okay. I was threatened that where's my paperwork here? Let's see.
Now, did you give the information to the Sheriff's Department?
Well, not at this point. Not today. I didn't. And what happened is, a sheriff's personnel is actually involved deeply.
Oh.
So I was threatened by a sheriff not to bring forth the evidence, or they'd consider my reporting this information harassing and basically arrest me for unlawful imprisonment under the guise of harassment, also associated with, I feel, a tasering, pepper spraying, or handcuffing, because of course I probably most likely will resist an unlawful imprisonment if I'm simply trying to relay information and testimony to the sheriffs.
Right.
And so they kind of pointed me to you, and I'm like, okay, I'll give them information. I have no problem with it. And if you guys want to take it, I'm more than willing to give you the name of the person. I have a copy of a letter.
Okay, sure. What is the information you want to give?
Okay, there's a Lieutenant Sacco within the Internal Affairs Department of the Sheriffs, and she wrote a letter to 3 different people in 2 different cases, telling them to go away because their view is their continuing attempts to correct them is considered harassing. Now, I may have made continual attempts to correct them because they used willful misrepresentation, which is also a class 5 or 6 felony, being obstructing. It's in the statutory authority. And this letter that was generated is basically the same in 2 different internal affairs cases to get the other 2 people to go away. And when we found that out and tried to take it back to the sheriffs, this letter came out and said, "Oh, you can't. You're gonna be harassing us." So basically, they're saying they'll arrest us under this harassment statute, being still an unlawful imprisonment, because we're only doing what the statute says by taking forward information and testimony. Now they also put in a response letter that you said this as you allege. Well, they put a willful misconstrued statement in there, and that's tampering with the public record. And so what I want to do is probably send you guys 3 copies of these letters in 2 different internal affairs cases, and then you guys will have to make a decision with the county attorney. Do you want to charge the lieutenant for obstructing a criminal investigation, because there was other crimes we were trying to report, and she threatened us with force of an unlawful imprisonment in writing, and obstructed in writing in 3 different internal affairs cases to close the 3 different victims in 2 different internal affairs cases to close it out. This cannot be allowed to happen to anybody else, and it is a crime I'm talking about. And I want it on behalf of the other 2 people. I want their letters checked out, and I'd like mine checked out too, and I'd like it dissected, looking at the Title 13 criminal.
It does almost sound like you need to talk to the county attorney's office.
Pardon me?
It does sound like you need to talk to the county attorney's office.
I was already escorted out of the county attorney's office with 2 armed, as I'll call it, thugs that wouldn't let me make an appointment with Barbara Leroy because I have too much evidence, and they'll have to start arresting each other. So you're like,
what kind of evidence do you have, though? What is it that you're trying to report, other than the fact that the letter was sent to you? We can't take that information.
You can't?
We only take information on people who are fugitives, bank robbers, people who have stash houses. Something like that is more of a civil matter. We can't do it.
No, it's a criminal statutes I'm talking about.
Yeah, we can't take that information.
But why not?
Because that's not something that we do. We don't take that kind of information.
You don't take information on criminal activity involving Title 13 Criminal Code statutes, Arizona Revised statutes?
No, we sure don't. You can call maybe the Tucson Police Department, have another agency look at it, but we don't take that kind of information.
You mean you don't take that information against law enforcement, and you will take it against regular citizens, or you don't take Title 13 criminal information at
would
all?
you like the number to the Tucson Police Department, or you can speak to my supervisor. But I'm just letting you know we don't take that kind of information.
I'm just trying to. I don't want to seem like I'm stupid here.
No,
I'm
not at all.
sorry.
Not at all.
But you don't take criminal information about law enforcement, or you don't take criminal information, period, in general?
You haven't reported the core of the information you're trying to give. Okay, you're a victim, and you're reporting a lieutenant. Okay, because she sent you a letter.
Yeah.
We don't take. That's more of a civil matter, so we don't take that.
Well, see, it's Title 13 is not civil; it's criminal.
Okay. So would you like to speak to my supervisor? That way maybe she can explain things a little better for you.
Well, sure.
Okay, just a second.